Okay, let's talk about something truly fundamental today. A core shift in perspective that, honestly, changes how you look at everything in your life.
It really does. We're talking about moving away from this default idea that we are owners.
Right, to understanding that actually we're stewards, just managing things.
That's the absolute core. The ancient texts are pretty blunt about it.
Yeah.
Nothing you think you possess, not your money, your house, your time, not even your next breath, is truly yours.
It's all on loan.
Exactly. On loan from the creator, the actual proprietor of everything.
And if you accept that identity, the role of a steward, well, there's a clear job description, isn't there? A primary requirement.
There is. A steward is required, above all else, to be found faithful. That's the benchmark.
So the question shifts from what am I doing with my stuff
Yeah.
to how am I handling what the master has entrusted to me?
Precisely. And maybe the first big test of that faithfulness comes with earthly riches, with money and possessions.
Ah, yes. Wealth. It's such a loaded topic.
It is. And it functions as, well, a tool, certainly, but also a major test and even a threat to your focus.
So wealth itself isn't bad. I mean, we see examples of righteous people who are wealthy. Abraham, Joseph of Arimathea, Lydia too, right?
Absolutely. Wealth isn't inherently evil, but the love of wealth, that attachment, that desire for more just for its own sake, that's flagged again and again as the root of all kinds of evil.
It's the desire, the misplaced priority.
It's the anxiety around it, the status it seems to offer. That's what trips people up. Riches often become a stumbling block.
Because comfort can make you complacent.
Definitely. Comfort can breed this dangerous sense of self-sufficiency. The old writings warn about this when you're comfortable, when you've built nice houses and things are good.
That's when you're most likely to forget where it all came from, to forget your need to rely on God.
Exactly. Your heart gets lifted up. Riches deceive. They can literally choke out your spiritual vitality.
So if God does entrust someone with wealth, it's not meant for just piling up personal luxury.
Not at all. The clear purpose given is so that the faithful can do good, be ready to distribute. Wealth is intended to flow through you, not just to you.
Which brings us to giving, how we actually distribute what we're stewarding.
Right. And often the first thing people jump to is tithing, that 10% rule.
Yeah, the tithe.
Yeah.
That was a specific requirement under the Old Covenant, wasn't it? A fixed amount, sometimes even more, like 20 or 30% annual?
It was. It was effectively a national tax system for Israel, funding the Levites, supporting the poor, maintaining the temple system, a legal obligation.
But you're saying that specific model, that fixed percentage,
Right.
that's not the command for the church today.
Correct. The New Testament standard isn't based on that Old Covenant law. It calls for something actually much more radical.
More radical. How so? If there isn't a set percentage, doesn't that let people off the hook? Give less?
You'd think so, maybe, but it's the opposite. It's more demanding because it's about the heart, not just math. It calls for free will giving, generous giving, sacrificial giving.
Okay. So, proportional to how you've been blessed.
Yes, and given cheerfully, not grudgingly, not because you feel you have to check a box. God loves a cheerful giver, someone giving out of genuine love and gratitude, not legal compulsion.
And that word sacrificial is key.
Huge. If your giving doesn't actually cost you something significant, if it doesn't stress your faith a bit, or require maybe a slight adjustment in your lifestyle.
Then it might just be giving from your surplus, your leftovers. Not really obedience that costs you.
Exactly. It has to mean something. Now let's shift gears slightly. There's another resource we steward, maybe the one we waste the most.
Time.
Time. We act like we have an endless supply, but the texts are clear. Life is like a mist. Here for a moment, then gone.
That's sobering. So this time isn't really ours either. It's borrowed.
Every second is borrowed,
Yeah.
and we're accountable for how we use those borrowed moments. My times are in thy hand, one psalm says. God owns our time.
So how do we apply that, this idea of redeeming the time, especially today, with endless distractions pulling at us?
Redeeming the time means consciously, actively buying back those moments before they vanish into things that don't matter. Trivial pursuits, endless scrolling,
It's about being intentional.
very intentional.
Yeah.
Prioritizing what has lasting value over what's just immediate or entertaining.
Yeah.
Making sure your borrowed hours are invested faithfully.
Okay. So when you really grasp this steward mindset, It flips the script entirely, doesn't it?
Completely. You stop asking, okay, what's the bare minimum? How much do I have to give?
And instead, you start thinking, wow, considering everything belongs to God, how much am I actually allowed to keep for my own needs?
That's the transformation. The focus shifts away from just building your own little kingdom, accumulating your own fortune.
Towards maximizing your faithfulness with everything you've been given: time, talent, treasure, all of it.
Because the ultimate goal, the thing we're really living for, is that day when the master returns.
And you want to be one of those he looks at and says,
Well done, good and faithful servant. That's the commendation that truly matters. Faithfulness, not fortune.